To implement business logic, we need to use conditions. Here is how if expressions work in Elm. The syntax uses if, a Boolean condition, and then. If the condition is true, then execution goes to the corresponding true expression, which must return something. Unlike other programming languages, the else clause is mandatory. If the condition is false, then the corresponding false expression is executed and must return the same type as the above true expression. In Elm, if-else is an expression by itself, which can be assigned to a function and used in other parts of the Elm web app. The return type of new function is going to be the common type of these two expressions. Here is some Elm code to illustrate an if expression. Let's say the new day promo function takes a number and returns a string value, something like a promotional message depending on the day of the month. The definition of the function has a number parameter named day, which is an integer. The function has an if expression with a Boolean condition. If day is equal to 1, then return the string with prices are 30% off, otherwise the other string. Remember that the else branch is mandatory in Elm, otherwise functions like dayPromo would not be able to return its expected type. The else branch must return the same type as the other branch. In this example, the else branch must return a string value. Case expressions are complementary to if expressions, since they provide logic for more than two possible branches. The syntax looks like this: case, the item to be matched, and of, followed by an actual pattern. If the item matches pattern 1, then return expression 1. Otherwise, try to match the second pattern. Again, if it matches, then return the second expression. More patterns can be added. It's also possible to add a default match. Underline is used to signal the final default match, which returns its corresponding expression. Just like if expressions, all these possible return values must have the same type. Also, a case expression can be assigned to a new function. Here is a code example of a case expression. The fruit promo function has a string parameter and returns a string value. In the function definition, fruit is a string input value. The fruit promo function has a case expression, which tries to match for apple. If true, then it returns this promotional message. Otherwise, it tries to match for banana. If matched, it returns this string. If still no match, then return the string from the underscore branch. Notice that, just like if expressions, all possible cases are covered and the same type must be returned, which is string in this example. Let's summarize the main points about conditions with if and case expressions. An if expression must cover both possibilities for the Boolean condition, which means that the else statement is compulsory. Furthermore, the same type must be returned. It's not allowed to return an integer if the condition is true and a string if it's false. If expressions expect only Boolean values as conditions. In contrast, JavaScript is more lenient about this. Finally, the conditions are quite flexible in the sense that you can put anything as long as it returns a Boolean. For example, you can call a function that returns a Boolean value. Case expressions must also cover all possible cases. All possible return values must have the same type. Case expressions use pattern matching on values, and it's also possible to match on types. Still, the actual patterns for matching are less flexible, since they can't be just any expression. Let's have a demo and update the web app so that it displays promotional messages according to the business logic. On the demo machine, let's add the dayPromo function, which takes day as a parameter, and it's equal to an if expression. If it's the first day of the month, then return a message that prices are 30% off. Else return that prices are 10% off. Press Ctrl S to save the file and auto format. Hover the mouse on dayPromo and click Quick Fix to add the inferred annotation for the new function, which takes a number and returns a string. The if expression must return the same type for both possibilities. Now let's add the fruit promo function, which takes fruit as a parameter, and it's equal to a case expression. Case fruit matches apple, then use an error to return apples are on sale today. Add another possibility, matching banana returns great prices for bananas. Remember that all possibilities must be covered. Since fruit can have various other values, we need a default case represented with an underscore that returns also a string like the other possibilities, large discounts. Press Ctrl S to save. Oh, it's a typo here, underscore, not minus. Save again. Now hover the mouse over Fruit Promo and notice that Ctrl Dot is the shortcut for Quick Fix. Click Fruit Promo and enter Ctrl Dot. Then add inferred annotation. It shows A to represent any type, but we can be more specific and indicate that only string is okay for this function. Next, let's use these two new functions to display some promotional messages in the web app. Concatenate the output of the greeting with a day promo message for day 1 and another string message for fruit promo of banana. Save the file, switch to the browser, and press F5 to refresh the page. The promotional messages are displayed on the page. Excellent! In the next clip, let's see how to use more HTML tags for the web app.